of the system. Oh, so here I'm going to create this is a project name and your source code SRC. Under the SRC, just I'm not creating any name, I'm not mentioning out. This is a project name I've been already created. Click next. And don't create any module. It's already been packaged. You're going to create it, right? So you don't need to create any module info Java. So just if you create it, but whatever the classes have been created, that classes will be included in this module class, but it won't be stored in the package. So don't create this module. Just click on don't create. So automatically your Java project has been created, right? Under that, you can find the SRC with the source code where we are going to create our package and a class, and you can write the program in this bar. Now just right click on the project, go to new, click on the package and mention as package name as day one. Click finish. Okay, na? These are the steps. Steps for creating project. Go to file, select new Java project, specify project name, click next, click finish. Next, creating package in project. So what we need to do? We need to right click on project, select package. Next, specify package name, click next. Don't create any module info. Click finish. That's it. So these are the steps for creating package. Now creating class in a package. Now what we need to do is just right click on the package, go to new. So there you can find the class name. So now the first one is this is a project name, package name, and the class name. Class name is program one. Now when you want to compile a program, there is no main method, right? If you don't have any main method, you cannot compile the program, or else if without creating also, you can create your own method, right? You can create your own method here. So I'm going to select the public static void main string comma arguments. Okay, now click finish. Right? So now project package class, project package and a class. Here on the top, you can find package name, day one, class name, program one. And what is the method been selected? Public static void main. Now, if you want to increase this, what we can do? Control Shift plus. So if you want to increase the size, Control Shift plus. Okay, now. So if you want to print a statement, we use system dot
out.println.
double quotes. Now just if you want to compile it, you can go with this part, or you can go with the run Java. We can go with that. Any way we can mention. So welcome to Java. So whatever the statement present inside the quotations, that will be printed. This is fun. Now, if you don't want to execute this line, what we can do? We can use double slash.
Double slash.
So double slash is to comment the single line. And for example, I've written some data in this part. If you don't want to execute this type of data, so what we can do? Starts with
Slash
star
star
and
star, yeah.
ends with,
Slash.
star hash. So these lines will not be executed. So these are all double comment. There's a double line comments. Okay. So this is how we are going to work now. Now, so in the variable declaration, so we'll discuss it first. Int A, int B, or int local. We'll go take as double C. Next, we'll go with the
String.
character grade. Character grade. Next, string. String
Boolean.
So now this is the variable initialize declaring. We can assign the values a equal to 10. Can I give like this directly?
No.
Will this works? Anybody? Sir, I already declared the variable now. Can't I
Yes. Direct initialize.
I don't want
Accept.
initialize. I don't want initialize initially. Just I'm declaring there and I can assign the values here. Can we assign like this?
Yes, can.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Grade error.
Yeah, come on.
One more. Yes.
Now,
So
now if I give quotations, double quotes for A, what will it print? What it will print?
A print.
A
only print.
A only
A
print.
only print. Yes.
So if I give without double quotes, the value of A.
10. Value print.
Yeah.
Grade.
So I'm printing the value of A, C, grade, A1, name. Run as Java application. Okay, na? The value 10, 23, C, true, testing. So this is how to initialize the values to a variable and declaring the values to the variable. Example for declaring a values to variable. Values to variable. So now, what are the types of variables are there? One is called local variables. Second one is called
Instance variables.
variables.
Static variable.
Static. Now, what do you mean by the first? What do you mean by local variables?
We are inside the method.
It is added to the
It is only
method.
inside the method. It does not have static.
That is local.
Okay.
Outside the method, inside the class, that is instance variable.
Can you give an
Static
example,
key we are-
example for local variables?
We create an
We create an one method.
in one method. We declare the
Hello.
variable.
Okay, okay. So this is okay now. I'm going to create okay. Now what I'm doing is just after this, can I declare like this? Yes.
Yeah, white
Public
display.
void add. Public void add. Int a equal to 10. So this is
Yes.
called
Local variable.
Local variable.
local or global?
Local.
Local.
Local variable. Local variable.
Next.
Global instance variable.
I'm using system.out.println here.
Yes.
Now I'm going to call this variable to the main method. Okay. So what is the function name? What is your
Add.
Add. Yeah.
Add.
Sorry, program.
program bar?
Program.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
So what we can do? We can create a
Object
variable
create.
class
Object
A1.
created A1 equal to new.
Program.
A1 dot
Add.
add.
Right?
Which
Right.
Right?
yes. Yes.
This
Yes.
is called local variable. Called as a local variable. Yeah, madam. Tell me. A variable declared inside the body of the
Body of the
class or body of the method or constructor is called
Yes.
local
Local variable.
variable. Is called as a local variable. Next, local variable can be used inside the method or a function which is declared it. And
Yeah.
these variables, local variables can be a static variable. Yes,
Yes.
a local variable can be a static variable. Can be a static variable. This is a part of your local variable. Now we'll go for instance variable. What is my instance variable?
Outside the method.
Inside the class, outside the method.
Outside the method.
So
Yes.
the variable which is declared inside the class, but outside the method, outside the body of the method, or constructor or a block of code. This is called as a instance variable. It's called as a
Instance variable.
instance variable. Now, the instance variable can be used anywhere. We can declare this variable anywhere. We can access them anywhere. So this
Yes.
instance variable can be used anywhere in the program. Anywhere in the program. Now, can anybody give me an example for this? Can anybody give me an example for this instance variable in the same program, previous program? So what I'm
Yeah.
doing is,
Program. Yes. That is
Yes.
instance variable. Yes.
Can I call this variable? Can I call this?
Yeah, we can call that. Yeah.
Right. We can call it. That means that you
Yeah,
can create any number of methods inside that. And this int a will be accessible to any other methods in the program, right? See, for example, I create one more method, subtraction. Under that, system.out.println of a, something like, okay, I declared as a. Now, if I compile it, what the result will get it out? What is the result we are getting out? Int a equal to 10, int b equal to 20. Now I'm going to declare in this c equal to a plus b. Int c equal to system.out.println c. Now similarly, I'm going to declare. I don't want to declare here c equal to a minus b. Now I'm going to use system.out.println of C. Now, so that means that int a comma b can be accessible to this method as well as to this method also. Yes. Is
Yeah.
it
Yes.
even
Getting
dot
error. Second method.
second method? If I compile it,
Getting error in the
what is error?
second method. Substructure.
1 second.
17 line.
We cannot be resolved.
Int is not there.
It is
Error.
okay. Now, this is called as a
Instance.
now. For example, I have declared them inside the class. That's all. And I don't want to declare them outside the method. Now if I compile this, what result will get it?
A and B is not local variable.
See, here A cannot be resolved to a variable, B cannot be resolved, mean that these two can be accessible only for the addition and which cannot be accessible to subtraction. Actually, these are called dash. What do you call? Local or global?
Local variable.
Local variables.
Variables.
Local
These
Variables.
are called local variables. Okay, na? These are called local variables. So maximum, if they ask you, just you can have to in a position to give an example more. When you give more example, then it will be more easy for you to write the program.
Yes.
Okay. See. No. Write a program to print area of the circle.
Hello.
Area of the circle. Okay.
Hello.
So can we do it in local variable or instant global variable or local variable? How do you use this?
We can use by both.
Both. You can use by both. Okay. So we'll try to work on the same. So I don't want to create any. I'll create one method. That's more than enough. So no need to go for the second method. Now I'm going to declare the now. So public void something like circle. Now inside that I'm going to declare a 3 variables. One is for area. Next one. What is area of circle? Pi r square.
Pi r square.
Pi r square.
Yeah.
Radius.
Radius.
Yes.
Okay. So two variables is enough. Right. So system.out.println area equal to, so area of the circle is quotations, comma. So I can give area. Right. Now under that, before that I can create. So I can use as area equal to 3.14 pi r square star r. Okay, na? Is it correct? Now I don't need to declare any variable, right? So here also I need to declare the any variable for area. So you'll get the values from there itself. Now what is the value you're getting out?
Semicolon.
And you are not using in plus symbol system.out.
And comma also.
Yeah, coming up.
Double quotes.
plus area.
Yeah.
Yes, fine.
Remove the
That is
double
also
quote.
error, double quote.
Double down.
3.1.
What happened? So area R 3.14.
Can you
we
please
make a-
mention the
No, it is a decimal,
int
right?
or
F. 3.14 F, right? So
int
R-
area?
int area.
Yeah, it's float.
Int area
Int
already
area.
declared, na? Do you equate have?
But int means the only number.
You have
in
mentioned
the-
F, right?
can
So
have
you need to declare float.
before. Yes.
No, sir, we have to declare A also float, area also float. Because our value will come in float.
Before area we are using.
What it is? I'll do one thing.
We need to mention the
No, no,
limit.
no, no, no need. We need to go for it. Float area, float radius segmentation. Okay, area equal to, so pi r square, right? So area equal to 3.14 F into radius R into R, right? So what is the error we're getting? Radius R. The
I
default.
think 3.14.
Balkishan, no need to
3.14
write.
mention F, I think.
If you are not mentioning any value, how it would takes? How it
No,
would
no, no,
take-
sir, I'm asking F.
No, he is telling that no need to mention F, only letter F. For floating, we used to write, yeah.
I said it's
Again, we are getting error.
No, it's correct only. See, do one thing. If you give area float as, so I don't think.
So no need to.
See. Area comma radius. Area equal to 3.14 F star radius star radius. Right. We need to initialize some value to that, right? If you declared it, then what's the point of getting the value? We should have to get, right? So we need to assign some value, right? We are not giving a scanner function. If you use a scanner function, we can declare, right? Got it?
yes, sir. Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
See, we are not using
Yes.
any scanner function. If you use a scanner function, then we can give float FR, float R, that's all. But we are not, we are assigning we should not do assign, we should have to assign the values, right? Without assigning, we cannot get the value. So now what I need to do, I need to call this area, right? So what is your class name? What is your method name?
Circle.
Circle.
So instead of A1, we can make as A1 is correct. A1 is correct only. A1 is correct only. But what we need to do? We need to change.
Change flow.
We need to change the.
Instead of add, we need to write circle.
Circle.
Remove that subtraction.
Yes. That's all. Yeah, when you compile it automatically, you'll get the value. Okay, na?
Yeah, Balkishan.
10 into 10, 100 into 3.14 F. So automatically convert into the area of the circle. We can go with that. Then we can also go with the area of rectangle or area of rectangle. What is an area of rectangle we are getting out? Length into breadth. Okay, na? Length into breadth. So just I'm going to copy that and write as program. Next, write a program to print area of the rectangle. So you can just matter area equal to length into breadth. Length into breadth. So in the same program, what we can change is just can remove that int length, comma, breadth. Now, int area equal to length into breadth. That's all. So, anything else?
Length is also equal to 0.
Yeah, coming out. Okay, na?
Yeah.
This is the area of rectangle. So this is what we are used. Do we use this is a local variable or global variable? What is it called?
Local.
Local,
Correct.
right? Now,
Yeah.
local variables. Now you can write a program for write a program to print area of the square. Side into side, right? So can make us just write down the program area formats that will be easy for you. So side into side, you can write you can write the program by yourself. Okay, so these are all the ways where you are going to create an object variable, and using the local variable you can work, as well as you can also work with the global variables also using the global variables. Okay, now what do you remember static variable?
We are using static keyword.
It
Static,
is only static. It is access to the static
Static
variable.
keyword.
can you give an example? What is a
We
static?
don't use. We don't
It
create
is
a object. We don't create a object also. We are using static
Okay.
keyword.
So mean that the variable which is declared inside the class.
Inside the class, outside the
Static.
method.
Yeah, static keyword.
It
Static.
is same as instance variable.
Yes, inside the class. Inside the class with a keyword called as a static.
Static
So
keyword.
we no need to declare any variable. You no need to create any methods. Just giving the static functionality
static.
inside the method.
Yes.
This is called
Yes.
static variable. The static variable is stored with the static memory only. The memory is nothing but
Yes.
it can store any type of data. It can store any type of data. It may be an integer, or it may be a string, or it may be a character, or it may be a Boolean operator, or whatever it may be, it can store it out. So this static variable can store any type of data inside the class. So now if you give an example, Directly you can give us example is public static void main
Void main
string
string
args.
arguments.
Under that system dot out dot println default programming Java. That's all. There is no difference, right? Default program in Java is a static. Whenever you open a Java class, what it shows public static void main with the class name. That's all. It will print the statement. So we are not performing any variable. We are not performing any operations. We are not declaring any methods, and we are not calling any methods. Just getting the body of the class. That's all inside the method, inside the main method. So this is called as a static variable. So local variables, instance variables, and the static variables. These are all the different types of variables
Variables.
and the variables. Can we use the same program using user input values? Area of the circle or area of rectangle, whatever the program you written right now. Can we try to work with the scanner function?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
So user needs to enter ask the value user to enter the specific value of an area, or if it will ask to enter the radius. Once the user enters the radius, then automatically it will calculate the area of the circle or area of rectangle. So we can give the user inputs also. That will see it on the next session itself only. Okay. So these are all
Yeah.
the types of variables which comes under. The next one is called as constants. What do you mean by constant? What are the types of constants we are done, and how we can assign the values to a constant? What do you mean by constant? The value which does not changes during runtime process is known as a constant. Is known as a constant. It is also known as literals. We'll call it as a literals. It can be any type. It can store any type of data. Any type of data. That may be integer, float, character, string. What kind of data can store? Any type of. Next, rules to be followed for assigning or declaring constant values. So what are the rules? The first letter should be one digit, should be a digit, right? Next, it should not have any decimals. Is it correct? It can be positive or negative. Any other things to be followed? It can be positive or negative. Next, no commas or blank spaces. Blank spaces are allowed in integer constant. In integer constants. I'm saying about integer constants, not for all these things. So whenever you want to assign the integer constant, the first letter should be digit. It should not have any decimals. It should not be a positive or negative value, and no commas are accepted for the integer constants. Now, similarly, rules for assigning or declaring constant, that is point constants. What mean by point constant? Decimals. Decimals. Point decimal, point constant nothing but a decimals. First line. First one is, what is the first one? The first letter. The first letter or first letter should be digit. The first letter should be a digit. Next, it can be a decimal. Yes, it can be a decimal. Next, it can be positive or negative. It can be positive or negative. Any other things? Same thing. No commas or blank spaces or blank spaces are allowed. No commas or blank spaces. Will you accept? For decimal values?
No.
No. Okay. Allowed in floating or double or single or any other things? Floating value you can say, double value, single, long. You can also say it as a long also. Long constants. Okay. So these are all the rules to be followed for negative, for constant values. What kind? This is a integer values and this is for decimal values. Okay. Next we can go for characters, strings, those things. Okay. So with that, we'll finish up this. We'll continue tomorrow at the same timings. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go
Okay.
with this.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
Balakrishna.
I'll send some tasks to you today evening. You just go through the questions and answer them and send it to me. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Balakrishna.
Balakrishna.
And please send these records and the
Okay.
document as well.
Yeah, you will get your documentation today itself. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
from
Continue.
last session also we didn't receive.
Yeah, you will get it out today soon. Soonly today. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.